Welcome back. I'm excited to talk today about restoration, which really is the heart of the Father. And if you think about how the Lord designed creation and how He first established mankind, I know we've been studying this a lot, but it's so essential to understanding God's heart towards His children. Family was His idea. He initiated the plan of restoring His kids back to Himself. And I just love the way that the Lord really does initiate the pursuit of restoration time and time again. We see in how He came to Adam and Eve, and even as you fast forward throughout church history, throughout even Old Testament history, you see the heart of the Father leaning in to restore His people back to Himself. And this is the power that when we walk through our own process of restoration, we walk through coming out of guilt and shame and fear and bondage, and we are fully restored into the people that we're called to be. We now are able to take that restoration and give that to the people around us. I know when I met my husband in Bible college, we both went through this process of restoration from previous relationships, and we actually did this course called Cleansing Streams, which was through Jack Hayford's ministry. And what it did is it helped initiate the process of restoration so that when we came together as a married couple, we could now live out of the fruit of that personal restoration that we received from the Father, and then establish our marriage and our healthy family. We have two beautiful children who now are able to enjoy the fruit of restoration that the Father initiated over our lives, because children are so susceptible to the brokenness that society is placed around them, but the safety net of family is providing that stability and providing that safety that every child actually needs. And if you think about it, we're all really just children in grown-up bodies. You're still the same 5-year-old, maybe you're 15 right now, maybe you're 20 and you're sitting in your seat. You're still that same little girl as you were as a little 5-year-old. And so I just want to encourage you to receive the restoration of the Father for yourself, and then begin to dream about what that man will look like that you want to create a family with, because vision does create a powerful purpose in our lives. If you think about back to the original design, once again, you have the Garden of Eden where He designs the family, because it's through intimacy and purpose that we find life, that we rule and reign in this thing called life on earth. It's dressing room for eternity, for heaven. And the heart of the Father is that you would thrive in intimacy and thrive in purpose. And when that brokenness isn't restored in a family, it just actually affects the children, and then they pass it on to their children. Something that's been really profound in my life is the story of inheritance. My family lives on the same farm for 230 years. And so I understand passing down legacy and passing down significance, because my own family forged a way in putting God first and putting family first. And I'm a product of healthy family, and I'm able to pass it on to my children. I'm able to take them to the farm and show them where their great-grandparents planted certain trees and orchards, and tell the history of family, because it's what my parents and my grandparents and my great-grandparents fought for. And that is what you get to fight for, is for healthy family, because it's really the heart of the Father to restore all things. This is why inheritance is such a big deal to me. Is I was really blessed to be able to receive a spiritual inheritance from my great-great-grandparents who laid a foundation. And I know that this isn't everyone's story. However, that's why it is so incredible that the Father would choose you to begin that legacy for your family. Because even if you haven't been given this rich inheritance of a Christian background, you get the opportunity to start with your family and to start with your life, because God really does restore all things. Even my husband has a different story. His parents were their first Christians in their family, so they had to create a new legacy, and he had to work through a lot of restoration himself and what that would look like for our family. So I just want to encourage you today to let the Father restore your story and pass that legacy onto your family.